afternoon, good evening to wherever folks is. For some people, today is Wednesday. Some people, today is Thursday, depending on who you are, where you're watching from. You know, yeah. So YouTube took my watch time a couple of live streams back for no reason, no explanation. Don't know why they did it. I don't even know if I really cared. But thank you for the one person that came through. It was just a situation where I look up and all of a sudden the watch time is back. So thank you to YouTube. I appreciate it. I guess like I said, you just give credit where it's due. For whatever reason, I don't know why they chose to give the watch time back. I don't know what it was. There was no emails. There was no exchanges. There was no copyright strike. So I really couldn't tell you. Maybe it was alcohol, or I needed to make it 18 and older as far as the restriction and stuff like that goes. I don't know. But it can be interesting trying to navigate this whole online internet thing and whatnot. It's strange. It's strange, but when it comes to YouTube, you're in somebody else's space. No pun intended, YouTube space and all that stuff. Thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate that. So like I said, I don't have any problem just coming on here and saying thank you. I appreciate it for whatever reason. You just got to pay attention and just be aware of the content that you posting and whatnot. I still stick to my stance that YouTube is PG now. What's going on, Brenda G? I see you. What it is? No suit today, but yeah, I'm appreciative to YouTube for giving me back the watch time. Even though either way I would have still kept going. I made up for the watch time that they took. They gave it back. I'm not complaining. Pretty blue shirt. Yeah, I like the blue too. Thank you, Rita G. Thank you for being here. But this is just me just acknowledging, and giving credit where credit is due as it pertains to YouTube, as it pertains to the loss of watch time, the giving back of watch time, understanding that, you know, the transparency needs to still be worked on, but at least somebody over there is listening, is watching, is paying attention to the content, maybe YouTube or somebody is watching. I don't have any problem with that. I mean, I just say if you have differences and things that you need to work it out, you talk about it, you let it be known, and you keep it going from there. What's going on, Trenchy? What's up is YouTube gave me my watch time back. Yeah, they took some watch time from me, but it's not what it takes, and I had to be clear. They took watch time from me from a live stream that I did, and they took almost damn near the whole live stream. Like I said, I had a minute and something left on it. I'm thinking to myself, is this going to be the thread or the common theme moving forward? Is it going to be a situation where you're just doing live streams or you're doing content and you're not getting credit for the whole upload or whatever the case may be? So it was a concern to me. Why did they take a watch? I don't know. I don't know, Trenchy. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. It was a situation where I did the live stream and it uploaded, and the whole live stream was uploaded. Then I looked, 5-10 minutes later, and there was a minute left. I don't know if they were censoring me. I don't know what was going on. But it does go into the notion of YouTube being PG and all that stuff that comes with that. But for the most part, like I said, you take it all in stride. I don't look at it in any type of way. Particularly, I just say, whatever they choose to do. Because I was already having conversations and looking into different options anyway. YouTube's been crazy, but I'm glad. Yeah, no, thank you, Trisha. I appreciate it. I appreciate you for being here as well. But it is a situation where Green Bay Wacky, for those that know Green Bay Wacky talked about how you have to look at other options outside of YouTube just in case things happen. And it was just causing me to contemplate, different options. People mentioned Twitch, and I was thinking about different things independently and stuff like that. Hello, Mary Poppins, what's going on? Appreciate you. You deserve to watch how you can get. Well, I mean, but it comes into bearing when you look at it, Trenchy. That what is the end game? What is the goal for all this? What is it? Uh, it is yeah, it's not the watch time that you think, Mary. It's something different. They just gave me watch time back from a live stream that I did. I don't have all my watch time minutes and stuff like that. I'm far off. Well, not far off. I'm about 80,000 off, somewhere around there. I'm about 80,000 minutes off, and then I'll be back to the where I could get monetization. But it causes one to wonder, once you get the monetization back, and once you get back into the good graces, where you can start to make money off of your videos in the AdSense way, you have to wonder, what is it all about? I'm learning a lot about these live streams and going back and forth with the audience and finding out topics and looking at content and thinking about different strategies and ways moving forward. And it causes one to wonder, like how much time, how much energy, how much effort do you want to put into this particular thing? Is this the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? So it's just, you wonder. Well, I heard some YouTube say that they're gonna go into D2. Somebody says something about D2. I mean, but it comes down to this though. You go to DTube, you go to Twitch, you go to Twitter, you go to Facebook, you go to Reddit, Tumblr, some people still on Google Plus. You go to these different places, but at what point does it become a situation where people begin to build up their own thing, and it's even more challenging. So it's more tempting to go to somebody else's platform and whatnot. I like YouTube though. Gonna stick with it. Yeah, I like YouTube too. I like YouTube too. I'm not saying anything against YouTube. It just causes you to wonder though. What if things change so much drastically and whatnot? How do you shift and move? Because like Granny Monster was saying, there were people with silver play buttons. For those people that don't know Granny Monster, you need to check out. But like Granny Monster was saying, there's people with silver play buttons that were losing their channels. So just imagine, you having, 100,000 subscribers, and then all of a sudden, your channel gets taken, and you're making revenue and stuff like that. So it gets to a point where other options. So yeah, Trenching, but I'm not saying anything against YouTube. I get they have to protect their platform, and I get people want to be on here and whatnot. And so do I. But you wonder and you ask yourself the questions. Is this the only thing? Is there more? Is there something else that I'm missing as far as this thing goes? Because it seems like as you become more known, or as you learn more about the social media constructs or the landscape of the online internet thing, what I've been told or seen is that it's like independent. You go independent at some point. I have ideas about how to use it. You can almost use YouTube in a sense of a syndication thing. You could. I don't want to get away with all my ideas, but I was thinking about how if you started your own site and you had exclusive content on your own site, and you said, okay, well, I'm gonna build up content on this internet site that I created, and this is gonna be the site where I put all my up-to-date exclusive content. But when the next year comes, I'll take that content. Let's say I did a website right now, right? I do a website in 2018. In 2018, you do a website, you put it together, you put exclusive content on that website. You can have a Patreon, PayPal, whatever that is on that site. And then you say, okay, for 2018, all exclusive content on that site. So then you look at it as syndication and say, okay, so now when 2019 comes, all the stuff from 2018 I'll begin to put on my YouTube channel and promote that. But at the same time promoting the exclusive channel in the here and the now. So those are different things that I'm just thinking about and whatnot. But you look at different things that you would do as far as that goes. So there's ways to doing it, but then there's the business aspect, and do you want to do web hosting and stuff like that? And oh man, Random Life Productions is live right now. Yes, I have what's the name? Yeah, no, definitely. But for the most part, I guess you get where I'm coming from, and what the gist is of what is what and what's going on, whatever the case may be. But like I said, I'm just appreciative, that YouTube gave the time back for whatever reason. Not to get too deep into it, like I said, just grateful, not complaining, not going into it too hard or whatever the case may be. It's just one of those things where you just say, okay, this is what it is, but it causes one to say, hey, maybe there are different options out there. Maybe there are different things I could do, because I would use YouTube as a strategy. Yeah, I understand the business aspect, but I'm not here for the money, so I don't have a different perspective. Well, here's the thing, Trenchy. Here's the thing with that. I get what you're saying. Not being here for the money, but there's also a business component of it too, as far as protecting the work that you put out there. I tell people to be careful what you put out there, because a lot of us put so much free content out there and so much stuff that becomes the property of the platforms that we put on, like that we put them on. Like if you go on Twitter and you constantly tweet and stuff like that, your tweets are not copyright protected. So what happens is news outlets actually takes these tweets and they put them on their news shows, or people use them in comments and shows that folks are getting paid for. So while you may not think about it from a business aspect, somebody else is using your information, your thoughts, and your ideas in a way to make money. So it does come to a situation to where, do you at least want to protect, you know, how your brand, or how your content is being presented and stuff like that. So it is the manipulation of what you say, and people using it for their own purposes, because you may put content out there and you may not want to get paid, but you have to be careful about how somebody uses your likeness and your image and stuff like that. You understand that people can use your vids and put in the vids and get cash. Yeah, but it's not just about them putting it in videos and get cash. It's not just that. It's also too about the fact that people can take your likeness. Hey, what's going on, Lay? It's also about the fact that people could take your likeness, they could take your content, and they could use it to align with a point of view that you may not agree with. It could be a political stance. It could be something socio-economical that you don't agree with. It could be something criminal justice. It could be something with religion. It could be something about sexuality that you may not agree with. But you say, okay, I'm not into that. I'm just here to have fun. I still tell people to understand the legal ramifications of not at least protecting and controlling your content and whatnot, whether you want to get paid for this or not. Everybody doesn't have to get paid for YouTube. I agree with that. If you don't want to get paid, fine. But also protect your brand, protect what you associate yourself with. Understand who can use your stuff and where they can use your stuff. Be aware, legally, that if you don't protect your image and how you present yourself, that can be taken and misconstrued. Of course, people could take your head and put it on somebody else's body and do all this other stuff, but be careful, because these things can be manipulated as well. So understand the legal ramifications that come behind it. So, but like I said, Trenchy, everybody doesn't have to, necessarily, come on here and try to make money. Some people just want to have fun with it. And I tell anybody, if you're gonna come on here and have fun, what's going on, Passion? And Lay, I seen you too. Nice video. I saw your video. That was very interesting. I hope you feel better. Your voice, Leg. I know how it is. Shoot, my voice is sounding hoarse right now. But yeah, like I said, Trenchcoat, it's just one of those things where still, whether you make money off of YouTube or not, still just pay attention to what's going on, and understand, how your content is being used. At least understand how people make money off of your content, even if you don't make money off of it yourself. Be aware of how your content is being sold. Be aware of, just, different things that can be done to it and whatnot, and just pay attention. That's what I tell folks, because even if neither one of us on here are making a dime, somebody's making some type of money. I'm here to entertain and inspire. That is my purpose. But yeah, always protect your content. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, and there's nothing, like I said, there's nothing wrong with giving away something for free. There's nothing wrong with giving away something to the people just so they can be entertained and whatnot. Yeah, it's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. Like, I mean, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's allergies or something like that. Just my voice is sounding crazy too. But I'm probably used to that by now. So I don't know. Maybe I gotta eat differently or something like that. But it happens. I hope you feel better though. Um, I don't know if tea with honey would work or whatever the case may be, but there's different things that you can have. I should have got the tea, because there's this tea for the throat. I should have got it, and I was in the place yesterday. That's what I knew I should have picked up. There's a special tea for the throat, like from this brand. What is it? Traditional clinics. They sell like a throat tea, for that. Even the thing that you have, I don't know. Anyway, that's another story all in itself, But yeah, we're just talking about different things here on the chat or whatnot. For those that's coming in and going back and forth, in and out, what happened was YouTube took away some watch time. They gave it back. It didn't matter to me. It wasn't gonna hurt me or harm me regardless, But I'm giving credit where credit is due. Don't know why they took it. Don't know why they gave it back. It is what it is. That's that, you know. But like I said, thank you to them. Appreciate them. No harm, no foul, you know. And on that note, I'm not going to keep you folks any longer than I have to. Appreciate you for stopping by. I'll catch you later. Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Bye, 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 bye.